Hi guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I am super excited to be bringing you my first update on my first ever project pan. I have been using these products for the past 2 months. If you want to see the introduction video to kind of see where everything started, I will link that down below. But I will be also putting pictures up here of the items that I did take pictures of so you can kind of see the comparison. The first product is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. It looks like this. I think there is a larger size they sell now, but this is just the regular standard $6 size. And from what I can understand, it is an airless pump, so the marks go up. So as you can see, when I first started, I was here, and my second mark is right under here. Honestly, I think it's a bit further up, but I can't mark any higher. But I would say that 4 to 5 times if I'm wearing makeup, I am using this primer. I really want to just kind of knock this one out. I feel like there's not very much product to begin with. I was using it before this project. I've been using it a lot since I started this project, and I really hope that by the time I give you guys my second update in another 2 months that this will be finished. So that is what I'm working towards. Now usually I apply foundation next, but lately I have started to apply my concealer under my foundation, and the concealer in my project is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the Neutralizer shade. So when I started off, I was here, and now I'm here, so definitely steady use. I do think that this is going to take me a lot longer than I thought to finish. I haven't yet finished any of these products, but I put these in knowing this was a year-long project, so I didn't expect to finish anything up right away, and I still think everything is still obtainable to finish within the year. And with 2 months progress going here, I definitely think this will be finished within the year. And I have started to use it under my foundation because I find that when I use it over my foundation, I find especially right in the corners, it becomes like really creasy and hard to blend out, and it just does not look good, and it looks much better under foundation. And I have fallen in love with this product again because of how I'm currently using it. So I have 2 foundations in this product, both by Clinique. The first one I'm talking about is the Clinique Stay Matte Oil Free Makeup, and it looks like this. When I started the product, I was here. I am now here. There is so little left. I really do not wear this too often because I find the shade actually isn't the right shade for me. I kind of bought this before I got really into makeup, as I did for most of these products, hence the theme of the project. If you saw the first video, is kind of finishing up my products I started before I really got into YouTube, watching and also creating. So I have very little left. It's not my great shade, but I love just being able to kind of put this on my hands, rub it into my face if I need a really quick makeup look. So I do love it for that aspect, the foundation itself, not so much the shade of the foundation, but I have a little bit left, and I'm really hoping that I can finish this up before the next update because, I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't. There's a little left. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but all the products I'm talking about I am wearing on my face today because I wanted to get like one last good use out of them before I showed you my update. So this is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealer, and I don't know if because I've traveled with this so much the top has kind of come apart, but it is like a very messy product. When I started, I was here, and I've only gone here. I've used this more than I used the other foundation, but still not a lot. I'm not as in love with this foundation as I was when I first bought it, but I have had it over for a year, and I do feel like it is kind of starting to oxidize, and that wasn't the case when I first bought it. It is still definitely usable, and I do still want to finish it up, but I think I'm going to have to commit myself to it a little bit more because thus far I think I've used it like, I don't know, maybe 7 times since I started this project, and 7 times in 2 months is not going to be enough to finish this product up. So once I finish the other foundation, which I think will be my focus, I'm going to have to really put a bit more effort into this one, I think. So the next product I have is the e.l.f. Translucent Loose Powder, and I believe there is even new packaging out. I bought this quite some time ago just to show my progress. This is where I'm at, and I did weigh this when I first did it, and I did a picture so you can see the starting position versus what I have now. It's kind of hard to show you without it falling everywhere, so this was the beginning, this is what I have now, and I weighed it, and when I started this project it was at 55 grams, and now it is at 53 grams. So that means I have used 2 grams of loose powder. I tried to look up how much is in this product, and it seems in the new packaging there is 8 grams of product, so that means I used up over a quarter of the product in 2 months, and this wasn't a full product when I started with, so I definitely feel really good about that. I'm hoping, I don't think this will be gone by the next update, honestly. I find it really hard to reach for it, especially during the week when I'm so busy. Loose powder is like the last thing I want to reach for. So loose powder is definitely a weekend makeup item for me, at least for the time being. So next is the bronzer I am using, and this is the e.l.f. Sunkissed Glow Bronzer. And again, you can see the intro picture right here. And this is where I currently am. You can kind of see how this middle pan is a bit darker, and then on the outside you can kind of see that silver pan, so that is new pan. And I feel like I've also kind of thinned out the top a little bit. This is coming along, not super fast, but it's getting there. And I think the thing is, this is a glowy bronzer, and I have finished off one of these before, but that was really before I knew about matte bronzer versus glowy bronzer. And I tend to just use this on my cheek area for a little bit of glow, but it's not really something I want to be using in like around my hairline and down my jaw. I'd rather be using a matte bronzer for that. So now that I kind of know about different bronzers, this is taking me a lot longer to use up than the first one I used up. But again, nonetheless, it's getting there, and it's definitely obtainable. Next for my blush is the Smashbox Soft Lights Prism, and it looks like this. So as you can see from the intro picture, there was just this little bit of pan when I started the project, but I'm not sure if you can tell, I've kind of gone to the ring on the outside here, which is not something I had before. So it's definitely getting progress. This is probably the only product I'm really unsure if I can make it in a year, because I mean 2 months and I wear this pretty much every day, whether I use it on its own or I wear it as a blush topper. I'm like, every time I wear makeup I use this product, and the progress has me kind of worried, but I'm going to keep going. I mean, I'm only 2 months into a 12-month project, so a 6th done, I think I should not get so worried about it quite yet. And again, this is something I took a picture of, so here is the intro picture. And this is the Benefit Curb Brow, and I got it in a gift set of some sort, so it wasn't quite the right shade for me, but I didn't know my shade when I bought it. Anyways, this is shade 3. I'm probably more of a shade 4, but I'm just trying to use it up. And before this, I had never used a pomade. I was definitely more of a eyebrow pencil type person, so it's been nice testing out a new type of brow product. And I don't hate pomades. I do think that, I mean, I have a scar on this eye, and I feel like the pomade adhering to the skin, I mean, I feel like a pencil just works better for that, but I do like the look that the pomade gives. And here is where I am at now. It might be kind of hard to see the progress because obviously I've not hit pan yet, but there is quite a dip going on, and even like from the sides there's a lot going right here, so just kind of, I hope you guys can kind of see the dip there. I'm happy with how this is going because this isn't always the brow product I use for, but even without that there is some progress. But I do feel like, there's more in here than I realize, and I gotta focus on it a little bit more if I plan on getting through it this year. So I'm also trying to finish up the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. This is just in the sheer formula. There is no way for me to see how I'm doing because it's opaque packaging, but when I first started using this product, I had to just take out the wand once and I could do both eyes, and now I have to dip in the wand between eyes. So that gives me encouragement that I am definitely getting through the product. I don't wear eyeshadow every day. When I do wear eyeshadow, I really try to use this. I would say 19 out of 20 times if I'm wearing eyeshadow, I am using this. That being said, if I am in a rush, eyeshadow is the first thing to go out of my routine because I just find it so time consuming and it takes a lot of work for me. I'm definitely not an eyeshadow pro, but I'm really starting to get more into eyeshadows. But if I'm in a rush, it's an easy step to take out because it takes so much time. So it definitely helps speed up my routine. So I definitely have not been getting as much wear out of this product as I could be, or definitely not compared to my others. So I think eyeshadow, something I'm going to try to have to step up, but I definitely still believe I can finish this within the year. And before we move to my piece of paper with the markings, I have my perfume. And I mentioned that I didn't want to mark on the perfume bottle because my grandmother collected perfume bottles, my mom collected perfume bottles, so I kind of want to keep the bottle once I'm done this project. So I didn't want to mark on it. So Ashley Klein left a great comment saying I should put a piece of tape on it and mark the tape, and then when I'm done I can just take the tape off the bottle and it'll be great, which was such a great tip and I definitely used it. So as you can see, this is where I was when I started. the project, and this is where I am now. And I pretty much wear this every single day. I started off with just one spritz and now I use two, and I would say there's maybe a handful of days where I haven't worn it, but I pretty much wear it every day. And at first it goes on a little bit strong, but once it sits on the skin for 5-10 minutes, it wears away to a really nice, beautiful scent that isn't overpowering, and I find it really lasts all day, which is great, which is what I want from a perfume. But when I'm panning a product, I'm kind of like, I mean, this is how far I got in 2 months, and this is only a 30 ml bottle, so I can't imagine buying more. And I do have, this is the oldest perfume in my collection, so that's why I started with this, but I definitely have larger bottles of perfume in my collection, and this is kind of teaching me that perfume lasts a lot longer than I thought. And when I first bought this, like, I didn't use it a lot, and I've had this for years, and I was so scared to use it because I didn't want to use it up, even though I could obviously go easily purchase more. It's not like an out of stock perfume, and now this is really teaching me, like, perfume lasts a long time, or at least the way I use it. So I definitely do not have a fear of running out of perfumes quickly, and if I spend money on a perfume, I definitely want to use it up and wear it and enjoy it. So yeah, 2 months, that's all I got. So we'll see how it goes going forward, but I'm really happy that this project is making me use the perfume and that I am learning a lot about my habits and how long products are going to last me, which I think is what project pans are all about. So now to the sheet. I am using up the NYX eye and eyebrow pencil in white, and this is where I was when I started, and this is where I am now. So definitely quite a bit of progress. Even though I use this eyeliner pretty much every day in the waterline, I find that I don't have to sharpen a lot, which is great, but this is lasting me a lot longer than I thought. I definitely thought I would have more progress on it by now. Next is the Annabelle Black Liner. So when I started it, I had this much, and now 2 months into the project, I am here. So definitely not very much used. I've used this, I've sharpened this, I mean, maybe once or twice, not a lot. So black eyeliner, I have quite a few, and realizing how long one can last me is kind of an eye-opener. Now, I would say I am not wearing the Annabelle Black eyeliner every day, because even though I wear the NYX white one in my waterline, I tend to wear, on my lower lash line, I tend to wear something darker on my upper lash line, and though I don't tend to go for the black, I tend to go for the third eyeliner in my project, which is the Rimmel Exaggerate in Aubergine. So this is how much I have left, and I will show you on the paper. You can see from when I started the project to where I am now, I have used quite a bit of it. I would definitely say more so than the other eyeliners, so that's encouraging. I definitely know I can finish this up within the year. The other ones I'm not so sure about. And I think definitely once I finish this one up, I will then be definitely using the black eyeliner more, so hopefully we'll get there. I'm kind of wondering now if putting 3 eyeliners in my project was a bit ambitious, but when I watched other project panners, they seem to fly through eyeliner, but I guess this kind of shows that everybody's makeup habits are different, and just because eyeliners might be easy for someone else to pan, they might not be easy for me to pan. So this kind of also is a learning that different makeup products not only work different for different people, but different people definitely use them up at a different rate. So that is definitely helpful. I said definitely like 5 times, I'm sorry. Next is the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and I use this pretty much every day. I am wearing it today, but I'm wearing like 2 highlighters on top of it. So I tend to use this as a base and then go over it with something a little bit more, but sometimes I wear just this. It is quite subtle, and sometimes I want something a little bit more like today, but other times this works great for me. So this is how much I have left. So here it is. So I did wear this pretty much every time I wore makeup for the past 2 months, and that's all I used. So I'm kind of nervous also about this one going in 12 months, but this is a sample size. So if I can't finish this in 12 months, I can't imagine how people deal with the full size. So next on my paper is the e.l.f. Lip Scrub, and this is a product I like to use at night if I've been wearing a liquid lipstick and my lips just feel dry. It's nice to get everything off and kind of go over it with a balm, or if I know I'm going to be wearing a liquid lipstick in the morning, I like to put this on first while I'm getting ready so that my lips aren't dry and patchy and nothing adheres to it weirdly. So this is where I am now. I really don't have a lot left. I'm quite happy with my progress on it. And to show you guys on the paper, this is where I am. So not, I would say a fair amount has been used. And again, I'm really happy with my progress. I really don't think I should be, I think I'm going to finish it in a year. I'm happy that I'm just getting the use out of it, that this project reminds me to continue to use it. And I'm really enjoying it. I really do like this product. Oh, my Body Shop lipstick. I feel like this has been the hardest thing in my project pan because I am someone who just loves lip colors and I find them so fun and I love changing them up. And it has kind of been harder than I thought to wear the same lip color every day. It has been great for work when I don't want to think about what I'm going to wear, and I really like some outrageous lip colors, so this is nothing too crazy. And I am wearing it on my lips today with a gloss over it. I love this with the gloss over it, and it has also made me fall in love with glosses, maybe for the first time. I don't know if I was ever really a gloss person, so this lipstick has done a lot, but it is difficult. And recently I have also started to use it as a cream blush because I just really want to get through this product. And I didn't think just using it as a lipstick alone I would be able to get through this, so I've definitely started using it as a cream blush, and I actually really love it as a blush, probably more than I like it as a lipstick. I am wearing it on my cheeks today with the Smashbox one that I mentioned earlier as a blush topper, and I just really like the rosiness that it gives my cheeks. So just so you guys can see, this is the color. This is how much I have left. And if you saw my intro, you know that this was on quite of a curve and now it's quite flattened out. So you'll see that on the marking. So as you can see, the marking is kind of curved because that is what the product originally looked like when I started this project. But I have used up quite a bit. Again, a lot longer than I thought, but looking at the middle, it's like, oh, but if you look at this side closer to me, you can see that it was quite high up and it's come down quite a bit. So that's really encouraging, and I just think I've never even had any of my lipsticks flat, so that's great, and I'm going to use it. I am like determined to finish this up. If it takes me all year, I will finish this lipstick. I'm hoping it won't take me all year though. Next I have the Hard Candy Brows Now Brow Fiber Gel and Highlighter, and there is still gel fibers in this part, but what I am really focusing on, or what I am actively marking, is the highlighter because I've had this product for over a year at this point, and I feel like once the highlighter section is done, I will feel good about discarding this product because the gel in it, like, I use it, but you can't really see how much is left. I've had it for over a year. I've definitely gotten my use out of this product. I just really want to finish up this highlighter part. Just to show you where I am now, there's not a crazy amount left. And when I did start this project, it was on a bit of a slant, as you'll be able to see from the marking. So there it's marked there, so it's on a bit of a slant, so I've been able to kind of wear away at that whole edge and bring it, all of it down a little bit. So that has been great. I can't believe that there's still so much product left. Like, every time I do my makeup I use this, and for, I would say the first month I was just using it as like a brow highlight, but since the second month started I have been using it as an inner corner highlight, down the bridge of my nose highlight, maybe Cupid's bow even. So it's great if I'm in a rush, because I said eyeshadow is the first thing I skip, but I still love that inner corner highlight, so it's really easy to just be like brow, inner corner, and then it matches, and I do like the way it looks, and sometimes I'll put it all over my lid if I want. So I definitely think this is going to get used within the year, but I don't want to just kind of put it everywhere for the sake of using up the product, because there is still that brow gel, so I kind of love it if they could end at the same time. My last product, I saved this to the end because this has definitely been my most progress, is my Smashbox Limitless Longwear Lip Gloss. When I started it, it was here, and I am all the way down here. So this is what I'm wearing on my lips today. I love pairing it with the Body Shop lipstick, and I'm just so excited about that progress. I've never finished any lip product before, so this is pretty darn exciting for me. There is still a little bit left, but as you can see, there's less left than what I used, so I'm definitely hoping by the next update this will be finished. I have thought about taking the stopper out, but I know if I do that, the product might just get everywhere, and as for now, I love that I can take it to work with me and reapply throughout the day, and I think that has what's really been helping me use up this product. So I don't want to take the stopper out quite yet, because I still want to be able to use the lip gloss like that and be able to use it up as quick as possible, but I do think that I'm going to attempt to take the stopper out, not now, but maybe in a month, just to kind of see how to do that because I've never done that before, and just how much more product is really left in it once the stopper comes out, because that is something I'm interested in. Whether I will take on that challenge of finishing up the rest of it if I take the stopper out, I'm not quite sure yet, but as for now, I am super duper happy with this progress. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this update. I'm just getting so excited about filming it, and it's kind of renewing my excitement about this project. I have been using basically the same products for the past 2 months. Like, I dabble a little bit here, a little bit there. When I film is really when I get to try out some of my other makeup, and on the weekends is when I have more fun with it. But now that I am working and I'm very rushed and my mornings are very time crunched, it's kind of nice that I know that I have these 18 products that I know that I need to use these products, and it's great. I don't have to really think about my look. I can change it up a little bit here, a little bit there if I want to, but it's nice that I kind of have this base to start with. So it's great for project planning, and it's great for my routine in the morning. So all in all, but filming this has definitely like renewed my excitement for my project, because just seeing my progress is so exciting, and I love sharing with you guys, and I just want to have more progress so I can share with you guys. And I'm a little sad that I didn't finish anything up for my first update, but again, I just keep reminding myself that I picked these products going into a year-long project plan, not going into a 2-month project. So that has definitely helped me be like, don't worry if you didn't finish anything, you still have 10 more months to go. And I definitely think that all these goals are still obtainable in a 10-month time period. So I'm super happy with that. Please let me know if you guys are doing project plans, because I am absolutely obsessed. Like, I love them. So please let me know if you're doing one, and I will definitely go check them out because I just love watching them so much. Thank you so much for checking out mine, and I hope you are having a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.